we went over to Scott Cash's. Shout out to Scott Cash.
Oh, yeah.
So for those listeners out there, we have kind of fallen into this new routine. It's becoming more and more of a thing where we're sampling. Like on tonight's podcast, we'll sample whiskey in the first half, and we'll sample one on the second half.
Yeah.
Well, Scott Cash has been on the podcast a couple times. He has started the
very impressive collection.
Yeah, he's procured tons
Yeah.
of
And it is
really fantastical stuff.
Yeah, he does.
And he is the most sharing, giving guy ever.
So
and he loves it.
So we go over to his house because he invites us. He's kind of
Yeah.
like, hey, and there's a group of guys, and they're all whiskey lovers, and we all sit around, and that's what we did this past week. He
we
introduced.
all dork out.
Oh my gosh! So I'm gonna let me pull up the list. I have them saved on. I called it. I actually made a new category in my library of pictures.
Of just booze.
Well, just we're over at Scott's house. So look. So we have these little small glasses.
Yeah, we're evolving. We're evolving the process because you can't. We're having so many samples. We've got to do it responsibly.
Yeah, and because we want to taste it, we want to have a good time, we want to appreciate it, and we want to be like, I'm going to hunt this down. I really like it, and frankly, that's kind of what we did from one of the things that we had.
That happened today. Yeah,
but I'm gonna. You guys count them as I'm reading them off. Because you got the Murray Hill Club.
One.
There's two. There's Special Reserve and Bourbon Whiskey. All right. Then there's a Patron. This is
I didn't do that one.
Well, the Patron is a 10-year Patron.
Yeah, I didn't do any.
Is that the smoke one?
Oh yeah.
That you were like, this is disgusting.
Well,
I didn't do any
You're
tequila.
like, this is not my. You told Scott.
Well, you'd have to say that.
Oh, now it's catch out.
We don't
of
have
bag.
to like everything.
All right. Well, the next one was the Tequila Patron Ahumada Silver. How do you say it? Ahumado Silver. Agave cooked over charcoal for smoke. You know what? Moving on. So another tequila. And there's another tequila, the Grand Patron. And
Didn't do any
something.
tequilas.
Hold on, you're saying you tried all of those tequilas?
All of them.
Oh, I didn't try any.
That's why
tequilas.
your blood alcohol was 3.8.
That was
might have
after
been.
that.
Or 0.38.
0.38. That was ridiculous. We'll talk about that in a second,
Was
too.
it really?
Yes.
We
Good
did the
Lord.
1845, the Panhandle Proud. 1845. Shout out to 1845 Distillery. We did the Heaven Hill Grain to Glass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got that.
Excellent.
It's good.
The Fox's Bow Irish Whiskey.
Did not do that.
The
thought we did.
10-year Sagamore Rye.
Did that. That's very good.
Very good.
We need to get the Sagamore Rye
I've been
and
saying
add
we
it to the
need
collection.
Sagamores. We need to get some Sagamores.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it. We did the Single Barrel Hancock President's Reserve.
Not
did that
impressed with that.
You weren't?
No one was really impressed with that.
The another tequila,
I can't remember.
the 15th.
Yeah, we all did the Hancock. That was before Sean got there, and everyone was kind of like, yes.
But we probably followed something that was amazing, though. So that doesn't help.
Doesn't matter.
It's crazy. I showed up an hour and a half, 2 hours after you guys,
Yes.
and I still got.
Dude,
You bypassed it. You
Just
just
as-
surpassed
Yeah,
us.
but you started power sampling.
Yes.
Well, but there was,
We were like, oh,
but that's just it,
this is
listeners.
relaxing. And
We
were
had-
like, you
We were
know,
drinking. I was drinking less than like a little half ounce of them. I didn't have a full glass.
And
You
you're
had like 2 glasses in front of you. You had a large Glencairn, and I had this little thimble.
Yeah, no, but that's what we had the whole time. Was little.
So
little
Barrel
thimbles.
puts out a seagrass. Barrel Products
stuff.
seagrass. Yeah, this one was
good.
a rye whiskey finished in rum, apricot brandy barrels.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
You know what we cool that night is we did the whole progression of Knob Creek.
Yes,
That was neat.
I'll get there right
Yeah.
there.
All of
Barrel Dovetail, the new riff, the red turkey wheat, which I had not had before.
That's good.
Yeah, that was at a Bottle and Bond, and I got to do a shout out to Bottle and Bond because normally I'm kind of like, ew, 100 proof, you Luther. But this one was good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Enjoyed it.
It was good.
The Van Winkle 12-year-old Lore
Yep.
glasses. Hold on a second.
It was smooth, but it was 90 proof.
I was very nonplussed about that.
Yeah, well, that's
I was
the thing.
expecting more.
It
the
was
Lot B. Kentucky Straight Bourbon Van Winkle. Yeah, I agree.
It was just kind of meh to me.
it was meh.
I mean,
I liked it.
It wasn't bad. You like everything.
Yeah. Well,
It
I
wasn't.
did like it though. Well, look, I wouldn't kick it out of bed.
Well, no.
You know, if I'm going to compare it to something.
But I'm not going to spend $1,000
Yeah,
to
but
buy
we
the
t- we
bottle.
talked-
Oh my God!
But
How does it cost?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's like the
Pass.
hype. The hype affects our opinion of it
Correct.
every time.
I was expecting so much more out of it.
Of
I was just
course,
like,
because
So,
everybody's like,
there-
oh, like even on shows they'll show like a bottle of it in the background to like impress people. And it's like, it's
So
not,
there were
not all that.
There were 2 other. There were another brand, and I don't think we have this one. Lucky 7. Do we have this in our collection?
We've seen it multiple times.
Weren't
and we
they good?
talked about it.
They were
yeah,
good though.
yeah, we
I remember
said
trying those.
I did one of them. I don't know what the other one was like.
So this one's Trade 7 marked Lucky 7.
I
It's
don't remember
Curators of Fine Spirits. We tried a Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, which was 113 proof. And then they had the sister of it, which was a seasonal one. This one is a Holiday Toast, Lucky 7. And that was 115. So
I think that's
they're
what they did.
I think
reasonably
we did try
tasted.
that one.
I enjoyed it.
I don't remember it.
I'm not going to mention the next one just because it's by Short Barrel. It is on the list of whiskeys that was supposed to be disposed of by
Oh, that's right.
a liquor
Top secret.
vendor, and they were like, "Well, we're not allowed to sell these," but we acquired one, and then we acquired another case.
I thought that was the secret you weren't supposed to.
Yeah,
tell.
you just talked
yeah,
about
but
it.
I didn't say who. I didn't say who or anything like that, so we'll just let it go. We had
Okay,
George T. Stagg Kentucky Straight Bourbon. This one is 138.2.
Was that in the
proof.
tiny little bottle?
No, this is the
No.
big boy. The
Oh.
big boy.
The George T. Stagg, the big,
Did I have one of those?
yes.
I don't remember.
We actually had two
Is that when I
samples.
blacked out?
We actually had two of those. I don't know if you tried the other one. There were two George T. Staggs. One was in the sampler bottle. That was a 2024.
See,
I
that-
did not.
And I think the big
did
bottle
not
was a
cancel that.
25.
Yeah.
I don't remember the big bottle. I remember
Yeah.
the little sampler.
Yeah, we tried them.
So we had a 13-year
They're good,
Penelope,
man.
the estate collection, the Penelope 13-year, 121 proof.
That's with the embossed P, I believe.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yes, it
what are we
was.
looking at? How, like 15, 20?
30
We did 30 samples?
at least. Okay, the OKI double oaked 10 double barrel, the
Oh.
double oaked 10 OKI. You guys heard of that? I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you guys
yeah.
recall that
That's
one?
Ohio,
Yeah, yeah,
Kentucky,
yeah, yeah.
Indiana. I didn't do that one.
And then the Knob Creeks.
I don't
Let's roll
remember.
into the Knob
I mean,
Creeks.
at some point, you do drink
Well,
so
we were
many.
done.
It's like, how do you remember?
We were done at that point, and that's when Sean was doing it. And that's when you got all your tequilas as well.
Yeah,
So-
I had to slow the roll.
Yeah,
I was like, I went and played Galaga
yeah.
for an hour.
We heard you bitching.
Dude, I suck.
You know, it's even funnier than that. Before you took off, you're kind of like, I need a break. And you just like, you get up and you go to the bathroom, you come right back, you start pouring again. I was like, nice break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a short break.
All right,
Yeah.
like you said, we rolled into the Knob Creeks. We got the 12-year, the 15, the 18, and the 21-year. All of them different. You could tell
Yeah, they were.
how they all kind of
Some were related, but they were different.
I think we liked the 18. At least Paul and I liked the 18 the most. But in all honesty, I would rather just go for the 12 because
It's
Based
so
off-
much cheaper.
based off of price and
Yes.
quality of stuff that you can. The 12 is really, really good.
yeah.
And it's all the same proof. It's all the same proof. It's all the same shit. It's just aged a little bit different.
The
Yeah.
21-year for me was the one that was the best. I agree with the 12-year. That was the biggest bang for the buck. The 15 was a little hot, tasted
Yep.
good. The 18 tasted really good, wasn't hot, and 21 had it all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it
like
really
I
did.
like I liked the 21 as well, but I was just like, for the $250, $300 I'm going to spend on that, I can get 4 bottles or 5
Correct.
bottles of the other one.
which you'll 100% enjoy just as much.
So
Right.
the A. Smith Bowman, that was the cask strength,
That was good.
139.7, 10 years,
That was very good.
terrific. Then the rare character, the
That was a
American
ball buster. That was
light
good shit.
whiskey. This one is officially a hazmat, 140.1 proof, 20-year-old 8-month barrel. They had to add that extra 8 months in there.
That's the one from
Yes.
today, right?
Correct. That's what
Well,
supposedly, yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that one is about $140 for
I
that
know.
bottle.
I've never done
Fantastic.
that, to buy one for my own collection. That's crazy.
We did a Bardstown. Hold on. Is that right?
I didn't do a Bardstown.
I didn't do a Bardstown.
Oh, okay. Let me just close this. Anyway, so I don't.
It was fun. It was a fun experience.
It was fun, and I ended
But
up
it
drinking
does-
like 30 ounces,
And
30 ounces ish.
And we're getting better at it. We're evolving in the process to where it doesn't need to turn into like a bee shit.
Yeah, we're not going to get shit faced. I mean,
Right. We need
We
to
do-
stick to those little glasses.
The problem I have with those, I think I'd rather maybe pour it in there and then pour it into a Glencairn because you can't get any kind of nose out of those things.
Oh,
it's true.
I'd rather just measure it with that and then
Okay.
dump it in one of these.
nothing wrong with that.
And then you can smell it.
There you
Because
go.
So the weird
all
thing,
these things have really good noses, I'm sure.
Yeah.
weird thing about
get 'em.
the tail end of the sampling, we Scott had whipped out the blood alcohol content meter,
Mm-hmm.
and we were taking turns blowing in that thing. And the thing is, people out there, before let's say you're at a bar and you have 2 beers, and you've been there for 4 hours, you're not going to be drunk. You're completely fine. Hey, before you leave here, do a shot at the tequila with me. And I'm like, you know what? I've been chill all night. I'll do a shot, and then I'm going to go home. Guess what? If you do that shot of tequila,
it'll blow up your...
And
it's in your mouth.
You go out to the car and you drive home. You get pulled over. It doesn't matter. It's in your mouth. You need to, before you drive, coach out there. I'm coaching you guys. Before you drive, rinse your mouth out. Have a nice big glass of water, swoosh it, spit it out, swallow it, whatever. Rinse your mouth out and wait 15, 20 minutes before you leave. Let your mouth aerate enough to get rid of that alcohol, because I blew a 0.38.
Right.
Legally, I'd be dead. I mean, really.
Yeah, because it was literally right in your mouth.
And Jeff blew a 0.04.
I did.
Twice.
And you had 30 samples.
Yeah, you didn't believe me.
I was like, what the hell? He drank way more than I did. And because I was catching up. And I was like, how in the hell?
So that makes you wonder, how accurate really are these things? Like, it's not measuring, unless you're pulling blood out of your arm. You know what I mean? Unless you're measuring blood or testing blood, it's probably not accurate.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I was 0.04 and Sean was beside himself, and like 10 minutes later, do it again.
Well, I was just kind of curious at how it was, because I was blowing a 1.6.
Yeah.
Or a
0.16.
0.16, and then I did a 0.13 after that. But it's still, I was kind of, what in the hell? But I must have had some stuff going on.
I also wonder if bodies metabolize alcohol differently.
Totally do. So,
my 0.04 and Sean's, whatever he was, 0.16, even though we were similar in booze, I don't know, maybe
your liver is very efficient, and
that's
Sean's is not.
He goes, I guess my liver sucks.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's all clogged up, and it's just pooling already.
I don't know. I don't know what contributes that impact, because we're about the same weight, so that's not really playing into it. So I don't know. I don't know what...
No, it is what it is.
Yeah,
but
I didn't play that game, so I didn't know you guys were doing that while I was struggling with Galaga.
Because you were out there just frustrated.
I was, dude, and then
we bring it out there, and you blow like a 3.
And then Scott sends me a picture today, and he's like, yeah, 133,000 points, and I couldn't get over 32,000. And he was like, hey, this is what I did today. I was like, I sucked.
133,000.
Yeah. And I was like, dude. Now I never play it, right? I only play it when I'm over there, but still, it was
He sat there
embarrassing.
for 8 hours and got that.
I sat there for almost an hour playing that game over and over and over
So
again.
for those folks that don't know what's going on, over at Scott Cash's house, when we do the sampling, Scott has an amusement park style house with music, instruments everywhere, drum sets, guitars, bass, amps, microphones,
Neon signs.
Yeah, it's just really, it's a man's house.
It's really cool.
And in the middle of one of these little areas is an arcade game that has 500 games, I think, somewhere around there.
Oh yeah, something like
It's got a bunch of games on the arcade. You go in there and you push down on the little throttle, and it'll cycle through the games. And it brought back some memories for me, because I recall playing Mr. Do growing up in 1984. Oh my God,
They're the official games, man.
Yeah, they were Mr. Do. Gosh, that was such a great game back then. Kind of jumped right back into it.
Yeah,
Loved it.
yeah, it was cool. I love hanging out at his house. It's fun.